Sabi mentioned earlier, today inside the program, we go look at the formal scheme where NASSIT, together with the Sierra Leone Bar Association, they try for develop for lawyers. Them we can look at that scheme, the proper one, how you get for work, and other than the people and where this scheme also get for target. And for help me talk or robot on that, I get the public relation officer for the Sierra Leone Bar Association, Wayne Alfred Commander. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, sir. Leone.
And also the expect Mohamed Bangali, when I head of public affairs and NASSIT, we also go join we shortly in the program. But the program they show they continue, and like I'm over to my studio guest Alfred. Before we can look at the event where the Bar Association we now for go look at the formal scheme where NASSIT they try for develop for lawyers them na the Sierra Leone Bar Association or na the legal field. Now we look at activities and where don't they happen so far at the Sierra Leone Bar Association. It don't be a while since we get you in the studio. Which is so far don't they happen at the Sierra Leone Bar Association?
Thank you very much. I bring you greetings from the presidents and directors of the Sierra Leone Bar Association and all the members. So after we elections na Kenima, we be don't get so many other issues where we don't come up. One of them now follow we see how we still go able get every other member on board. Follow we see how they able move the association go forward. And we don't try in that direction even though we're not able to succeed it to get everybody on board. But at least there is progress made. We don't get several meetings with key stakeholders and members of the dissatisfied lawyers. So we don't try for make progress, but we're not able to get the ultimate results we want. But we still continue for press on. And we also don't continue for work with government and non-governmental actors for ensure say we promote the rule of law, democracy, and human rights of different people. So we did on that. Then Madam President, when to Madam Ajabi been get in manifesto where it been read out to members of the public where it was against that backdrop where they been get for electum. So one of the issues them where it been raised up now that I don't see say there is a challenge with legal practitioners, especially we were in private practice, because we are not covered by the NASSIT scheme. So I see and say if we get for secure we self as lawyers during we old age, during the send them way maybe you become disabled, you become too old and you're not able to engage in economic activities anymore. Or maybe you even die, but you left small picking around. Where them picking and they get for come up, and if something or they way they take care of them, then it becomes a challenge to society. Then they become a burden to society. So because of that, I've been saying say it's necessary for now we get lawyers whether into private practice enrolled into the NASSIT scheme. So basically we'll be done the work with that over time, and finally tomorrow, of course, like we the executive members will be done get like a pilot where then we don't get we enrolled into the scheme, and we just they wait someone out for we NASSIT numbers.
Okay.
And then
We can look at the events we want to get tomorrow together with NASSIT.
Yeah.
In your submission, you start to talk about some of the activities and we don't they happen since Oluna election in Kenema. You talk about say on the old stakeholder engagement meeting, especially with people who will get issues with the outcome of the election at Kenema, although some challenges then there. But again, we see the setting up of another organization referred to as the Lawyer Society Sierra Leone organization, which is also comprised of lawyers. Them one, what's the bar association make up of that, and what's don't be the challenge for say on a bring come the disaffected members also together under one umbrella?
It has been tough for bring them over because then gets their own position and we able move them from that their own position to we own. even though every other stakeholder don't make it clear that there is only one bar in Sierra Leone, and that's the Sierra Leone Bar Association, and that organization they recognized by governments, recognized by with statutes then at this country, recognized by the Constitution of Sierra Leone. So even though challenges go happen, but we for always able to see how they resolve them in the interest of our country, in the interest of the membership. So, of course, we get this organization where even the registration process will be done try for see how challenging it is, because we get onto Freetown City Council and they made it clear that this organization not even register with them, and so we from we end not see them as an organization at all, because an organization just like a human being, then get for born you. There are processes where you for follow. You know, they just from the sky, and for them, even Jesus Christ, you see, say it come through somebody. So
from the bar association, we not see them as an, organization,
we
but this
don't.
very society or this organization get members them when I be once a member of the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
Yes, sure. You get people who still profess say they are members of that organization the way they talk about, and also members of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. So we not so care about waiting or the under we control, because we don't try we best for see say we get everybody on board. If then still adamant, then we cannot do waiting we no go able to do. We don't try we best. We don't see say when I come on board, like we all work as a team. We don't see them as an organization unless they're able to produce correct documentation where they should say we don't go through the processes we require for any organization be established in this country. This country not a jungle, now a country of laws. So if you want to say this is an organization, we not get problem with any lawyer for establish any organization. You get plenty lawyers, then we get different organizations outside the Sierra Leone Bar Association, where then they do then different things them. But because they don't take the right approach, they don't go through the right processes, and they don't establish then different organizations, things they go on well with them. We not get any issues with them at all.
But from the executive point of view from the bar association, una go ready for incorporate them into the new scheme una they develop.
Of course, this is for private practitioners. We not get any boundaries as to who for come. Hence, you're a lawyer, you're a Sierra Leonean, you're in private practice. This scheme open to you, because it's really about the protection of lawyers, the protection of we society, and the protection of the younger generation. Because like I tell you get very young lawyers we don't die, because death now not so by how old you day. You get very young practitioners with minors begin as old as 2 months, 1 month, 1 day, where they're not left behind. Like if you get a scheme now, that scheme they cover them activities, then developments one for go school and things like that. But if not, then it can be challenging for the mama or whoever go down left for take care of the pikin. So it's open to everybody. Like I told you, we not get any issue with members of that other organization. Now, then don't go and go form waiting and form, even though they not follow processes, but they are also covered if they want to. Then can go NASSIT, because tomorrow is just a formal event.
Yeah, we can look at the event, and we go for can look proper one. The people actually we una get for the cater for the benefit of viewers and listeners of Radio Democracy. One go on for know where to bring the idea for set up this kind of scheme for legal practitioners, especially in the private side.
Yes, like I tell you, this born out of President Suma Adamajabi vision. Basically, not a first generation lawyer like myself. We mean I just a first generation lawyer in Dadi. Now being senior practitioner in this country, Dr. Bubuake Jabi, and now he actually don't become old. So from in Dadi, in experience with life, he see and say, yes, we self can get old, we self can get tired, we self can reach a point where they're able again for participate in the socio-economic activities of the country, where it will actually help for develop you. Like And you don't go once me you depend on Pekin because Pekin basically then can come to help. But if the Pekin choose say no they help you, then you end up suffer. But let you get a protection mechanism in place that you can get accidents today, that you can become disabled today, that you can die today, that you can become old today, and then you're not able again for go na court, file papers, run yonder. Say this will work na legal hustle. You actually they wear your suits and then they hustle all over the streets. So if you not get that energy again and that stamina, it becomes a problem. So what do you lean back on? Now your contribution to this scheme. Now you they fall back on for help resolve the many issues then the way I just don't highlight. So this is not the reason why Madam Tuma Adamachabi been see the need say under in leadership it go ensure that we get a scheme for private practitioners so that we self will be safe if anything happen.
Okay, continue for the with me now the program. In name na Alfred Commander and in the public relations officer for the Salon Bar Association. Don't they take way through the reason why the Bar Association they develop a formal scheme for lawyers, them especially those at the private side for self best able for take care of themselves after we then go down retire from the profession. Continue for day with me now the program. We still expect somebody from NASSIT, we're at the head of public affairs when Mohamed Bangali for can explain about how this scheme get for work and when this scheme also go start proper one. The program na midday show and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. The program they continue and we look at another issue inside the program. One aspirant to the contest for the Deputy National Chairman position at the Salon People's Party, Robert Kodima Kabu say if delegates and vote for be the new Deputy National Chairman, it go work with member them for bring unity and one word na the party and self say it go help the party win the 2020 general election. A talk this is our interview to get the democracy for sake the SLPP National Delegate Conference will go happen July 30 and 31 this year. Also, it is now for be the National Deputy Chairman for the Sierra Leone People's Party. Robert Kodima Kabo talk more to me inside this interview.
Sure, I want to confirm today for say the one for that position there.
What
motivates you for letting you go in for the Deputy National Chairman position at the SLPP Party? Well, a number of factors will lead me for where I'm going for this. I want for ensure say there is room for improvement and there's opportunity where I see. I want for help and shape the platform where we will put this government, where we will be part of come 2028. And I don't be part of the for build the SLPP from ground up. And I believe I get the vision and experience and integrity for like to the party a clear direction, not just for the sake of this, but for the good of Sierra Leone as a whole. My prayer is for God and Almighty for let guide me with wisdom and help me succeed in this journey I've undertaken.
A lot of people they vie for the same position where you they contest for whether the National Deputy Chairman position at the SLPP party. And rumor don't they go around that the leader of the party, where the President Julius Madabio, they support one of them. For you young candidacy, what's you support to come out from?
So interesting anyway. In politics, everyone they use any means for their marketing self. Somebody get the impression and say President Bio, the endorser. That's fine. Maybe also get a strong conviction, see President Julius Manabio also there with me as well. But beyond endorsement, I want to focus on presenting my qualities and believe say we're able to change the narrative of the party for moving forward.
We can look at your plans if you win the Deputy National Chairmanship. Again, on the issue of many people don't come out from this position, what make you think say you're not the right person way for make the delegates them vote you for being the Deputy National Chairman?
Of course, I 100% sure say me not the right person for lead them. And for me, I want to be a Deputy Chairman for all members. For success, for the our party require unity. And my first priority, I want to initiate a reconciliation drive. I'm not able to do this alone. And it will be a teamwork and effort. If I am elected, even those who are remain in the contest right now, I will bring it on board. And then first I will be on board so that it will be part of the agenda for move the SLPP forward.
You don't be in the SLPP party for a very long time now, and you don't witness other people who don't occupy the same position where you contest for. In terms of ideas, if you win, which new idea will you go bring come from move the activity of the party forward?
Thank you very much. Of course, I will bring a blend of experience and forward-thinking vision. And one of my major issues I want to address is the Godfatherism. And at the practice we are in, people can pick leaders without giving members as say. Every political party get ultimate goal for win election. We can't do it that if we silence our grassroots. And they bring justice, fairness, and accountability to the party. For our poll or party manifesto, which is what we present to the electorate. Right now, there is disunity among ourselves, even within the same party. Some others, they go this way, some others, they go right. So lack of cohesion and weakness, we need a party discipline and supremacy to hold our elected representatives accountable. Ensure they deliver on campaign promises. And of course, the major aspect of officer will also bring into this, where I think say Myunga for be different from the others, but the youthful energy, the agility and the proactiveness to the role, quality I believe are critically at this juncture where officers are able to produce more than all of the contests. Based on my experience, I don't get from the civil society one for over 17 years standing on advocacy and lobbying. I think say I get more energy and strength. That's why the fact that we all contest, we all qualify. But me believe say yes, me going to bring more and more get the youthful energy and the proactiveness and towards that role. So I think say yes, me could be the suitable candidate for take up that kind of position or deputy chairmanship.
Again, on the issue of your plans, the party they prepare for the 2028 election, how you go work for ensure say you move the party forward for say the SLPP win the 2028 election if you deputy national chairman?
Well, first of all, we all get a world tax for play. And for me, as a deputy chairman, I am the principal assistant to the chairman. And we will get for very serve as an intermediary. And it's just say we able to do some outreach. And then just say the one way we don't leave the party, we able to go back to bring it on board. And so I'll get a clear conversation done. And I make my initial statement saying, when I get for win this election, I initiate what we call a consolation drive. Among all who contest, I take the aspiratory list, all come together and work, and say, okay, we'll move the party, go forward. Because we get an election for win, we're at the 2028 election. And we know say yes, the president don't say the agenda, we're not president, but we all don't see the progressive development we don't bring to this country. Just recently, we all don't see what you don't do for the compact. They will get for count on a boost the economy of this country. So I think say, the president is going for life and everlasting legacy for young people. A war long look at, yes, with we all support as the leadership of the country, I think say, we will can also for complement the president's efforts and just able to achieve. I make me whole agenda and a president's agenda. I don't get any extra other agenda, just the president and just say the president able for deliver a big five change out. Despite the fact that yes, the president don't even do more of what he don't even go beyond to a manifesto. We don't deliver. I think say that ain't kind of platform we want. So we as a executive we can get an backup and strength and say yes, people will be aware what the president do and what he intend for do more and the things that we think say we will still not know say I don't do. And I think say we can make progress on that. So for me, I think say yes, my ideology, my contemporary management leadership, where I think say I want to introduce the party. I think say that will help and boost the party going forward. Moreover, we are one for ensure say my leadership style, one for come say we're able for introduce what we call the business model. We're able to empower all women them and then put them together, especially like you get the regional women, you get district chair ladies that you get from the zonal, you need to empower them. So because you need to get a like-minded leadership who will come for ensure say you create the enable environment for every supporter. Like for the youth, especially the young generation of them, we also look at optional livelihood for them, an alternative livelihood, where they're able to engage and do better things in terms of the state or the party office and them. We also want to see a functional administration where this is able to cascade for waiting to happen from the headquarters to the district, so that they don't even know see the party they keep moving. Now for people who serve as a team, so they should say we will do homework properly, but we they come and just say we for complement the effort and do more, so that at the end of the day we're able to achieve the big five changes.
That now one aspirant with the contest for the deputy national chairman position at the Salon People's Party, Robert Kodima Kabo, they talked to me inside an interview. They also say if delegate and vote him for be the new deputy national chairman, he go work with members them for bring unity and one at the SLPP party and also go help the party win the 2028 general election. The program na midday show and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As I mentioned earlier, say we'd expect somebody for NASSIT where go come talk about the formal scheme or the pension scheme where the Bar Association they develop for the members and we already done join at the studio by the head of Public Affairs when I'm Mohamed Bangali. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon and thank you for having me.
We just don't talk to the public relation officer with regard the pension scheme where the Bar Association is trying for develop for their members there. NASSIT are they responsible for say they develop a scheme for workers in this country. Take with through this scheme where Bar Association is trying for develop for the members there.
All right, thank you very much. Well, the NASSIT, the instrument we did before we were given the authority for run a pension scheme. Now, the NASSIT Act number 5 of July 2001. That act get critical provisions that we make with regards to membership, with regards to contributions and benefits. One of which now the membership of the scheme, how you go become a member. That provision in that act give you two critical subsets. The first one are the compulsory membership. It means the law say by force, power, as long as you get work, then they pay you for that work where you do. You boss man for make sure say first you register a working place with NASSIT. For instance, 98.1 as an establishment, register 98.1 as a company where they with NASSIT. Every other staff where they work on 98.1, the law say by force every month 98.1 for make sure say they register then work man in there. That na the compulsory membership where the law say where there is a formal engagement. As long as evidence of formal engagement day between you and anybody, whether na nani, whether na anything to do for you, once you pay them for that service day, the law say by force if you join the scheme. The law also make provision. Say people in the way they not get boss man them. Then they work for themselves. Then don't learn or then sabote what they do, they name private practice. But they realize that waiting NASSIT they protect the people within the formal sector, where the law make provision for, waiting with the protection for, themselves stand the risk of falling short. Then choose for join NASSIT, the law make a provision we call the self-employed. So that category now the bar association membership they fall. That then now people then would they into private practice, then they work for themselves, then they work for the money, but then don't realize say the very things then the welfare issues then when NASSIT they protect the general people against. We self we prone for access from like retirement. They not go retire, yes. You say me a lawyer, I not go retire. Well, you go be tired. You can't retire, but you reach a period where which you do not go down. Yeah, okay. Maybe you not retire, but what about death? You and God sign contracts because you're not a lawyer or you're not a doctor, you need to die? No. You can die at any time. What about disability? You become invalid. This one way you fail for take care of yourself, you're not able to do them. So the risk of life, the life cycle risks will all attached to whether you're a white man or you're not a black man or you're not a lawyer or you're not a doctor or you're not a civil servant or you're not a journalist or no matter who that you be. Okay. Then things there you entitled, you get the risk of facing them. So if you say out of my money what they make in my private practice, in my private consultancy, now me farm, now me tell a shop, I want to join NASSIT for protect myself against them here. So be you. So that
so the pension scheme will not try for develop for the bar association. As we talk now, which stage will this day?
Well, within an advanced stage, like I tell you, that the informal sector, now the self-employed scheme with the setup, will suit as we speak in this time for any other person, not just people in the bar association, any other person who thinks say he want for join NASSIT, but in the private practice or is self-employed. We don't get engagement severally into this into the scheme. But we don't do a pilot phase. About 3 weeks ago, we get a pilot phase. Now we